Talks, the uncut edition. Just say it how you feel it.
This is where vibes meet voice, jokes meet truth, and we talk the things.
Tonight, nothing is off limit. There's culture, relationships, mental health, Cayman life, we're touching it all. It's raw, it's real, and it's about time. We are not here to play safe. We are here to talk what's on everybody's mind.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
Real people, real voices, real conversations. That's what Flash Talk is about.
Big vibes, big topics, small island, but big conversations. Flashback. Let's get this started. Talk about the things straight up.
The crew is live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Flash Talk, the uncut edition where we say it how we feel it. It's raw, it's real, and it's unfiltered. I'm your moderator, Nicola Williams, and tonight we're diving into a topic that hits home for just about everyone. What's the topic, you may ask? The importance of having good customer service. And I must say, before we even continue, when I walked in and we were about to start, guess what I got? Thanks to our host. We got hibiscus tea. Is it hibiscus tea?
Organic hibiscus tea.
Look at that. So already, I'm sure I can speak for Connie, J.E. and myself. That, we are being treated well. So no poor customer service around here. All right. Now, let's be real though. Whether we're calling the internet provider or grabbing fast food or shopping online, customer service can either make or break us. It can affect our entire experience. Mm-hmm. We've all had those moments, correct?
Correct.
That left us either smiling or steaming. Correct. So tonight, we're unpacking the good, the bad, and the straight up disrespectful individuals. Now, before we even get into it, I must say that one of the things that really bugs me, because we're talking straight up tonight, right?
Yeah,
one of the things that really bugs me is the fact that the commercials that I see may not match that of the businesses when you enter those business places. So you'll see these lovely commercials and everybody's smiling in the commercials and the products look so good. But when you walk into some of these stores, it really does not match the commercials. The customer service can be pretty. Exactly. It doesn't match the commercials. And it can really be a turn off. Now, tonight I've got a dynamic panel with me. These lovely ladies, they're very dynamic. Take it from me. They are ladies with real stories, real opinions, and zero filters.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And we're going to hear their personal experiences, both good and bad. And we'll get into why excellent customer service isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's a must. Now, let's kick things off. I am going to ask this question. What does good customer service look like to each of you? Is it about being polite, being efficient, going the extra mile? Panelists, jump in. Let's hear your take on the matter. I'll start with Connie J.E. while I sip some tea.
Listen, what customer service looks like, well, good customer service looks like is my label, and I can't help but go back to Ritz Carlton where it began for me. Not customer service itself, but where it was chiseled in stone. What real customer service is that we should look at ourselves as ladies and gentlemen, serving ladies and gentlemen. So when you have already placed your customers on a platform, and this is how you will address them. It doesn't matter what they look like. Once a person enters the doors of your establishment, they are now embodied in your sphere. That's a lady, that's a gentleman. And I'm a lady or a gentleman, and I'm serving them. It is not a servant role. And so when you have that, and that's your foundation for service, when that person comes in, you're going to act the lady. It means you're going to greet. You're going to have eye contact. That person shouldn't ask you. You should be anticipating the needs because this is why you're here. And this is what's going to make or break. And one of the key things that I've seen other companies now gravitate to that teaching is to try to acquire the name of the person. Because it is something different. It's a different experience when somebody calls your name. It's now personalized. And when you personalize service and template that service for each customer, each lady or gentleman, trust me, you have created a world for them that they cannot imagine you not in their world. That's what real customer service looks like.
Did we say unfiltered? All right. Lady Ellie, talk to us.
I have wondered if it's something of the past. I really don't hear persons emphasizing and speak and frankly, customer service, good customer service, they're as rare as hen's teeth. Have you ever seen hens with teeth?
No, but we see them with pig. Pig my tongue.
Well, and recently I have recognized that the struggle is so real. The struggle is so real. I go and it spans all over. It's on the phone, you're calling, and even today I was
First one.
I went to 2 stores, right? I was interested in doing a service, a beauty service, a self-care service, and I entered this establishment. And no one, absolutely no one,
oh my God,
even said, "Good afternoon, how are you?"
Okay, what did you do? Did you walk out?
Removed myself.
Of course, absolutely.
From the establishment because
they don't need your service.
I can take care of myself. And maybe I needed that experience. And if that wasn't good enough, I went to another establishment. And this lady was on a video call. And she could spare no time for my inquiry. So, yes, ask me about customer service. It is asset. Missing in action.
Oh my goodness. And I've heard persons say, especially in Jamaica, they'll say, listen, the worse the custom, like in the restaurants, those cook shops, they'll say the worse the customer service, the better the food. Well, listen, no, not me, because if I go to buy food and your face looks away, I'm sorry.
Your clothes not clean?
I cannot.
Sorry.
I cannot. So especially in the food establishments, in the restaurants, you have to be pleasant, because I believe that when persons are cooking, especially cooking for customers, it has to be cooked with love, because at the end of the day, people are actually spending their money. Another thing, there is a establishment that I used to love going to, right? Now, all of us spending the same money, the item costs the same. And I notice when I go in there to spend my hard-earned money, I will be bypassed, and if some
Why? Is something wrong with you?
listen,
Something wrong with you.
and I'll see persons of different color other than mine come in, and
You're too
the
melanated.
I tell you, and the employees, they will go and greet, and I'm standing there waiting to be greeted.
Are you gonna help?
You understand? And on top of that, I've noticed too that the gentlemen tend to get more good customer service than us, the females. So what I've started to do, because there were some items that I would need, that I would rather a male go and get that item than myself, because I realize that at the end of the day, they do not serve the females the same way as men. Until they say, you know what, I'm not doing this, you know. I am not doing this. I don't need it that bad. You understand? No, I don't need it that bad. So I now go to another establishment that sells the same item, even cheaper, and I am a happy customer.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. So I think we have to do better. We have to do better.
But I think one of the key issues is that owners or managers, persons that are responsible for the service, are not putting the time or the effort in for training. I don't know if it's because they expect that if I apply for a post that is customer service oriented, that already I know. Maybe I know basics, but maybe it is not the full training. And I tell you, when it comes to customer service, as time evolves, your customer service trend also have to. But you must have a proper foundation, right? Without that foundation, because here's the thing, if I go into an establishment and the person is at the desk, is sitting, and I walk in and they don't stand, that's a no-no for me. You're done. You're done. It's unless it is an essential service, I will stay. If not, I'm turning out. Because I believe as customer comes in, first thing you do, if you're in a seated position, you stand and greet. Try to acquire my name so we can get on that personalized service level. If you're chewing gum, like I have gum in my mouth and I purposely had the gum in, this is how you're going to be speaking. Because if you're not chewing the gum, it's going to generate mouth water. So you're going to have to, during your verbiage. And I'm going to be like, okay, that's not supposed to happen. And if you're on a front-facing area, you can't have gum in your mouth. And as well, your dress code, because as much as we are now very casual with how we look, persons can wear all pajama slippers that work if they want to some places. I do believe I don't want to see purple eyeshadow, black eyeliner, some red. I just feel that you're supposed to look well. Mind you, I'm not saying that you can't be authentic and be yourself, but depending on the establishment, you must dress accordingly. Me not feel like if you have a purple, yellow, and orange in a food establishment, and I don't think you need to have that on a medical establishment. Now, if I go to the gym and you have that, me I say, okay, it means vibrancy, and we are going to work out and say energy. But when I go to I may feel sick. Me not need a purple, orange, and blue on the face. You get what I'm saying? It's how you present yourself as well. You are the face of your company.
I agree. And
I'm a little bit rough on that.
No, that's fine. And I always believe that I tell myself that I'm allowed at least one vent for the day. So if something happens throughout my day, I like to at least vent. At least once, so I'm not becoming overbearing. And I remember I was saying to someone that I went to this establishment and the customer service was really bad. And she said to me, listen, it's your fault, You need to dress up. She said, when you go to those places, you need to dress up. and put on your little makeup and your wig
And look
and wear
appropriate.
your high heel and your, and don't wear, and she said, don't wear your handbag on your shoulder. Wear it
On
on your
your
hand.
hands, yeah.
And you have to go
To
like
create
this.
that ambiance.
So I was saying, so okay, then does that mean I'm going to pay? My money's going to be different from the person who is wearing flip flop? She said, no. But you see, I'm helping you to solve your problem. Your problem is that you're not dressing up. So that is why you're not getting the attention or the customer service that you desire. And I said to myself, I said, no.
Funny little Nicola is that the rich people them wear them flip flop and go in and them look a piece of shorts and some white up t-shirt where you don't even know so them have no money.
Did we say it's unfiltered? Did we say that? Go ahead, Connie.
Let me tell you a story. I was in Jamaica once. I was going to Michael Teachers College, and we were living in Red Hills at the time. So there's the Red Hills supermarket and pharmacy, and we go there, and I saw this guy. Is in a dirty sneakers, dirty white sneakers, so it's almost like brown. And a little shorts and a t-shirt and him had on a hat. He stooped down at the entrance of the supermarket and him take off the hat. So the hat is upside down, so they part it up. So I thought he was a beggar. And he was begging. And persons that preceded me dropped look a dollar and whatever. Then the time that we used to have, you remember we had the big old 25 cents and then big old kind of Jamaica, right? And people dropping in, and me go no, and me drop $5 because I feel I was going to be very nice. We drop $5 in at the hat. Walk into the supermarket, my aunt said to me, if I were you, I would go back and take out that $5. So I said, it's a beggar man. She said, beggar man? You never know who that is. So I said, oh, she said, I am own guardsman. Me really want to go back with $5 and ask him for a little extra. But I'm saying you cannot, however, deal with customers. I'm saying that to say you cannot judge a person walking in. Because if I go now and put on the wig, in Jamaica, I'll tell you, if you're walking and you stop at the vendors on the road, like you go buy fruit or you go buy roast or whatever, your price different if you walk foot,
Yes.
And the person with a ride bicycle price is a little bit higher than the footman. And if you drive on them beat up car like Lada and them sitting there, your price is a little higher than the bicycle. But dare you go drive one Prada? Dare you go drive a BM? You know, say your price way up. So I know if I'm walking in the store, I'm going to get me nice little hairdo. I'm going to fling on one blondie. I'm going to put on light blue, not the bright up there. And me put my handbag tire, so I'm going in and I say, let's push her into the area of just come out rock, where there is no discount. And mind you, I am dying for the discount. $85 garment here. So I feel that as you should not judge your customer based on how they look, because they want me look like in the hobby. I don't want to can buy the store. Be mindful.
Powerful stuff, right? And it's clear that how we're treated as customers really sticks with us, right? We all remember what has happened to us. And unfortunately, most of those experiences have not been good ones. Right? So let me ask this. Do you think, ladies, or even persons who are watching, you can type your answers in the chat. Do you think businesses today understand how much customer service actually impacts their brand? Or do you think they're still sleeping on it? Talk to me, ladies. Let me start with Ellie here.
I think that we have evolved. I think we don't care anymore. And frankly, even the larger companies, they are removing a face from their business. So if you want to get to them, it's an automated, frustrating
First one.
And that is now the standard.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not going there, you have AI and AI bots and whoever else. But the
Digital and
point
flow.
is, yes, just receiving, just getting your business. They're not interested in keeping it because, frankly, they can get other persons. So if
Right.
you don't want the service,
Too bad.
somebody else. And the fact is, it is very disturbing. And Connie J.E., you mentioned earlier that it extends even to healthcare. You go to a physician or you go to a medical facility, and the attitude that you receive from the persons administering care make you sick. Send up your pressure and everything else. So I mean, I think the fact is the conversation is that it's not priority anymore. I don't feel that.
What I'm glad for though that you do have some establishments that is key for them. It's key for them, but I do agree that it's been watered down. Let me tell you something. If I'm not feeling well and I go to my doctor's office and whichever nurse or whomever he has at the front, if they're not inviting or give me that, oh, let me hold you kind. I'm like, oh, you don't feel, oh, but me I left, me more find one doctor where that is loving. So me come and me say me buck off my little toe and the nail is hanging off. I wanted to look as if I wanted to take care of it as if it were brain surgery. Treat me like, because the thing is, people don't forget how you made them feel. And that's what's gonna make me wanna come back. And look here, even if you had a situation, the fact that I remember how you made me feel, I will be loyal to you, loyal to your brand. And I'm saying this out loud to every business owner, every establishment. Your customers remember how you made them feel. And you would have created them just as the Ritz-Carlton logo would say, one of their logos would say, we've created guests for life, customers for life.
And on that note, we would like to hear from you. So we would love for you to call in or message us or drop a comment, right? Tell us about the best or worst customer service you've experienced. Don't be shy. Call us, man.
Maybe
Call
they're
us.
shy.
And don't hold
shy.
back.
Not shy.
So, Ellie, can you remind them of the number, please?
Well, while we're getting the number and everything prepared, I think it's time for us to take a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, let's take a
And
break.
come right back. Oh,
All right.
by the way, Nikki B,
Yes.
for those of you who haven't done so yet, like you were in a blue shirt and the lady will have her hair tied, please set up your phone like I just did. Yes, you need that. Yes, and click that link, like, share, and above all else, subscribe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right. See you soon.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 2454 or 345 938 3426.
And welcome back. Welcome back. Now, before we take any calls, if there's any, Lady Ellie, can you play that clip for us?
Certainly, and this is a real life scenario. It is not something that's made up. Connie J, we never make it up.
We know, man. We know,
It
man.
is
A
a
real
real.
deal.
It is a
Oh,
real.
boy.
All right, so let's hear it. Let's hear it. Going to the cafe isn't just about the drink, it's about the experience, the quiet, reflective atmosphere, the warmth of a well crafted cup, the simple pleasure of good service. But a recent visit to a popular cafe left me questioning what customer service really means today. So I ordered a hot cup of chocolate, intending to enjoy it in house, but was served in a disposable cup. That's okay. So, wanting the full experience, I asked for it in a cup, in a teacup. The request was granted, but the cup was overflowing with chocolate covering the outside. When I pointed this out to the waiter, clearly annoyed, he passed the task to a colleague. Instead of simply fixing the issue, he felt the need to demonstrate why the spill happened, pouring water between cups as if I needed a lesson in volume differences. Then placed the cup in front of me with no smile, no warmth, just visible frustration. So I asked, is customer service a thing of the past? Has the simple act of making a guest feel valued disappeared? What do you think? Let's talk.
Is it a thing of the past? I must say that it is not all gloom, it's not because we do have some wonderful establishments in the Cayman Islands, and I work at one of them, I must say. So I'm proud of where I work. So we do have some amazing establishments here. And I'm going to ask you, ladies, can you think of some, on the flip side now, can you think of some good experiences that you have had as customers?
Yes, I have had some experiences that I'm wondering, is this for real? And I must say, recently I visited a spa, and of course, Body Works here in Cayman, and the service was excellent,
Excellent.
excellent.
Excellent. And I want to give a big shout out to the spa that I've been visiting a lot recently. That's Maxine's beauty spa. They're excellent workers, and persons Ladies like to know that when they go somewhere, whether to get a pedicure or a manicure, you want to know that you're getting those services from persons who actually treat you with respect.
Yeah.
And as Connie said, as a human being, you know, as a lady, even for men, I know that men love to go to, what's the name of the where men go to do their pedicure? Man cave. Man cave. The man cave. I'm sure that the gentlemen who go there can speak of their experience as well. You people, you know, touching your feet.
You think we're just picky? You think we're just
Oh no.
picky?
Oh no, I am one of the easiest persons to please. So no.
I think these ladies are hormonal and all kind of things
No.
that going through.
I think I have been
stressful and they pick on the people there.
no, I'm not picky. It's just that I have learned and experienced what good, real customer service is all about. And I had to adhere to that reality. I had to adhere to those rules. I had to adhere to that foundation. So I am already carved out in what good customer service is. And I have had the opportunity to be able to teach quite a bit of ladies and gentlemen the art of customer service. So when I go somewhere, it's the training, it's already in me. So when I walk in, the way you look, the way you greet me, I see they're trying to anticipate my needs. Even if you fail there, I'm also looking on the overall, how you made me feel. Are you following me through this store because you think I'm going to steal? You're right. Or are you there right at the edge of my fingertip that as I need some assistance, you're right there for me. I don't feel alone versus like I feel like I'm a thief. And then I'm also looking at the fun farewell. When I'm leaving, you know, what you say to me, I want to come back. I wasn't a bother to you. You make it seem as if I could spend 10 minutes more. Like you were happy to serve, to offer me service, right? And I remember, and the key thing is, I remember how you made me feel. And so I want to come back, or I don't.
Well, I have a question to ask. I mean, do you need customer service at church? I mean, you go
absolutely,
and it's my seat, and they're not, you know. You
well, if I feel seat, me, I go tell us, yeah, man, see, I sit down here, sir. No.
You know, before we get to that, I must say that, yeah, we you know, and that's something to ponder as well.
Yeah.
And there is a particular supermarket.
Yes.
That I love shopping there. One of the reasons I love shopping at that supermarket.
FHK.
Yes. I love shopping there because
keeping secret from me.
You know what? Did you say it was raw? It was unfiltered.
Okay.
I love shopping at Foster's.
I call everybody the FHK. Foster's earliest girls.
It could be anyone, right? And one of the reasons, and this is not a paid promotion, okay? One of the reasons I love shopping
treat
there,
us right, though.
yeah, is that whenever I am trying to find an item and I'll go to one of the employees, they do not only say to me, go to aisle 3. They will say, let me take you there.
Ooh, come on now.
Right? That is excellent.
That's one of the wickedest things to
customer service. So, thumbs up. And this is not just a one-time thing, right? Ask any of the employees. You get the same treatment irrespective of who you are. Well, that's my experience.
I mean, I get it all the time, but I've experienced a few times that.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the things I listen. If I don't hate anything, I hate that. If I ask, you don't say, go down there, and turn at the bed, and you sit on the second. No, or go number 10. No. I feel the appropriate behavior is allow me to escort, allow me to point it out, and take me, and then ask me, is there anything else I can do to assist you. Because maybe coming and buying the noodle, me I go want the spaghetti sauce, so me don't know where it there. Or me I go want the ground turkey, me no want the beef. So you are gonna show me say the ground turkey is actually here in this fridge, and if by chance you need a sauce, it's right over here. And if you need anything, I will be right here to assist you. Make me feel like me is not a problem, and I will spend more money. That's the trick. People will spend more because you make them feel good. And when you upsell like that, because that's upselling. Because me ask you for the noodle or the spaghetti. When you tell me about ground beef, maybe me I think about one that's something, When you tell me ground beef, that's upsell. Then you tell me about the sauce, and you probably all say, oh, the ragu with the 4 cheese and this and the that. It's over in this aisle. Boom, that's upsell. And then you say, and let me tell you something. If you get this Welch's red wine or the rose wine, it pairs perfectly with the 4 cheese in the ragu sauce. That's another upsell. So me end up spend more than me did plan because I will come to buy spaghetti.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, come on now.
And Ellie asked about the church. And again, for me, personally, I can speak about my congregation. We're one of the smallest congregations.
Oh, I've been there and I get really good
talk
care.
no?
You think you're one smaller than I?
Well, but still, one of the smallest.
Yes,
And I must say that the camaraderie from the members, I must say, they feel so warm. And it doesn't matter how you feel going to church. By the time we leave, we're going to leave smiling, right? Because the warmth of the brethren. So when I go, I look forward to going to get that fellowship, to get that experience. So customer service, it should be in every and anything, even in relationships, which we're not touching tonight, but even how we communicate, how we speak to each other, right? Because someone once said to me that your name is your brand. Wherever you go, you are your brand.
Your name is important.
So your character, your name, it is so important. So we want to be that light, so that persons will always want to speak with us, want to be around us. And guess what? Customer service actually starts with us.
Then did not Jesus extend customer service?
Of
I think he
course.
was one of the perfect examples, because when blind Bartholomew shout out and say, "Son of David! Son of David!" Everybody was saying, "Guys, shut your mouth. We are calling what the man for." And Jesus is going about his business. And what did God do? He stopped, didn't he? And he went to there and said, "What would you have me do for you?" And so when your customer comes in, that should be your ambiance. At church, mind you now, maybe I've been empty that week, that entire month. Maybe I'm going through something you don't know. You're expecting me to be kind of J.E., that perky. And maybe that's the mask I have today. But inside I'm breaking. Maybe just one little push and me drop over, breeze blow me away. You see, when I enter the door of the church and the persons who are greeters or ushers, I'm expecting from them, or what I desire from them, is that welcome embrace. It doesn't have to be physical, but just how you greet me, your face. I'm telling you one thing, I have a problem with this food. You know what, when you come to your church to get no food, and your face make up like say, we must only ask for 2 red peas or 2 black peas and 3 grain of rice. I want your support. Listen. And mind you, I may have a particular place that I sit in church, and me and you guys same church. So you know say here so can you sit down on the while. So me know say you know really I go so boom and say, yeah, go sit the cause we supposed to reach on time. So we not gonna compete physically because never just go sit down. But if I should come to church and there is a visitor and the person is sitting in my seat, I'm not gonna say I'm go over or this is my seat. Absolutely not. I
Mm-hmm.
was keeping it warm for you that you go come into your father's home, right? Customer service is in all of us. And my key thing is, and I'll say it again, the way you make people feel.
Mm-hmm.
Persons will seek God out because of how you worship. And how you worship includes customer service in the way you made them feel.
Um, you've touched on so many areas, and although I'm tempted to ask more questions, I must confess that
Mm.
I had an issue, and we have Lady Cassie joining us as well. And we had an issue. I had an issue where I went into this popular telecommunications company, which shall
Remain
unnamed.
unnamed.
You can guess. Yeah, there are two popular ones.
Very much like D or a F.
It's this one. Yeah. Anyway, the
Or
point
maybe
is,
C3. Who knows?
my experience was, I was prepared to say, I would have preferred dealing with a machine. I did not want to join the line to deal with person's attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we talk about artificial intelligence and taking over jobs, but we are providing the space
The room.
for that, because certainly I don't need to deal with your,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
point is, we are human and we carry sometimes whatever we are experiencing, including the customer service agent might have had a rough night, but you cannot, by nature of your job or your position. And you mentioned Jesus. I mean, Jesus was a servant leader.
Mm-hmm.
And you were speaking earlier about persons looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you are going to judge or treat me based on how you feel, that's certainly not the template that we have to
No,
follow.
no,
So
no,
I see
no.
Lady Cassie.
All right, take it away, Lady Cassie. Is there an experience you want to share with us tonight, whether good or bad? Let's hear it.
Hi, can you
Hi.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, it's time for talk the things them, right?
Rock up the things them
Come
now.
on.
All right. Okay, well, you know what? I must admit that I am one of those customers who is willing and ready to purchase something, even if I am not quite ready for it, the way you present it to me, the way how it's packaged.
Yeah, man, upsell.
Those things are so important for me. I will just take it and put it down until I'm ready, just because of how you wowed me in your customer service skills, you know? So, and I have had my own encounters with bad customer service. And, it always appalls me, because we know how important good customer service is to the bottom line of any company.
Yeah.
And, I have gone into stores and, I'm standing there and I'm wondering, what's going on here? Where am I seen? Am I valued? Do you want my money? So it's so important for us to understand that. And as you were mentioning, I came in a little late, so sorry. I had a Bible study with my son, and listen, it's so important to understand that even with AI taking over right now, and we have to deal with those mechanical voices to get through, which is so annoying.
Trust me.
It
Trust me.
is so annoying, and people don't understand the value of getting a human person just to fix your problem right off the bat. you know so I definitely, I am one of those persons who believe that and truly value good customer service. And too many times, even, I don't want to say exactly where, but I've had my encounters right there on island, and I'm like, oh my goodness, do these businesses understand, or these owners understand how important it is to get their workers to be trained to deal with these issues that customers have to go through, you know? So
Absolutely.
so I really hope that this discussion can reach some of these owners and we get the change that we're looking for. Because I'm going to be turning away from a store if it is that I don't feel valued and feel that you understand my need and that I feel that it's important for you to serve me and make me want to come back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your input. And you're 100% correct, Cassie. Thank you so much for that.
We're turning to AI, as Cassie saying, and Lady Ellie. The reality is, it is such an experience when you have a human connection. Because even if they can't fix the problem, but just the way you address me, just the way you allow my anxiety to be lowered or to be gone, just by the comforting words you may say, or the fact that you can't even promise me that it will be done today, but when you say to me, I guarantee you I will look into it, or allow me to to get some assistance, I will get, make realistic promises, under promise and over deliver. Trust me, the way you make me feel, like I said, I will buy the thing and put it on. And this is what we call upsell. And it doesn't matter. Even if I go to an insurance company and I'm looking just for life insurance.
Yes.
But maybe the way that representative spoke to me, and started to kind of relate to who I am, maybe first as a female, and so forth, and said, listen, you need to get maybe critical care, because nowadays with the food, breast cancer, this or something, whatever, I find that this will also assist you, this compliments and upsell me. You see, when you don't bring fear, but you bring peace, I will come to you. Give me peace. Give me somebody that I can trust, a name that I can trust. If I'm in trouble, I want to know that I can get on the phone, and I'm not going to get AI. I'm going to get a person. Do you know what it is like? You're an educator. Ellie's in the medical field. Do you know, after offering service to someone and you made them feel so amazing, you wow them, that they did not just buy a car that's already tight, but they hand wrote a note of thanks and appreciation. You know how that feels, to know that somebody took the time to handwrite the thing and give me 50 thanks. I prefer it than a car that's already tight.
Wow. Wow.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a wow.
It's a wow. It's a wow. And I have another listener who want to share their perspective. So you can go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking about the idea of having customer service, good customer service, right? And I listened to the conversation the whole time, and somebody mentioned church. I don't understand
Let me check up before that. Why might she?
somebody mentioned church. And when you mention church, is another thing that I'm telling you, because this is somewhere where you would expect persons to be at their best, and the best quality of service, because they're not just persons who are just people, they are servants of God. And so if you're representing the Almighty God, you should at least be representing the Almighty God. Godly things, godly conversation, godly attitude, and godly service. So I look at, I just went there. I don't want to put down the church, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm only saying, in retrospect, when we are functions, and we are having these people in our presence, or in our circle, we must first be cognizant of the fact that how we treat someone is how they understand God.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the church, and it's customer service we're talking about, and we're talking about businesses and all that. But then I just brought it there because I wanted to just like highlight that little point. And we're not going to talk about the church because the church is the best place for anyone to be and everyone to be, right? And so we're not going to be trying to disrespect or destroy that idea. And people come say, I'm not going to church. No, that's not what we are saying. We are saying that we have people who are not yet there and they are interacting with persons. And so someone hearing this and you are part of an organization, any church body that you are a part of, you probably will say, you know what, I'm going to check myself. You know, I take this as a way to say, am I treating somebody with the respect that they should be treated as I am proclaiming the Christ-like nature? You know, that kind of thing. So that's my little 2 cents on the idea and the matter. Customer service for me, though, outside of that, in the popular places, the AI idea of them, this machine talking to me, it's an annoying thing. I hate the very thing. But then guess what? We have been replacing human interactions with mechanical interactions, and for some unknown reason, there is a statistic that goes out that says in 2030 we will be having 2035 men and women will actually be marrying and choosing partners along those lines. So we have to, that's another argument altogether, right? So having said that, we're talking about customer service, but you know, this is a broader topic than just there. When we open the door, it really shows us another side of the coin that if we start to look at it, we'll find ourselves at a place we are becoming obsolete by the second. We are having a situation to deal with. In a little while, we are the ones who are actually running towards that door, opening it for ourselves, and we will find ourselves at a loss and disenfranchised fast enough. That's my 2 cents. That's what I have to add.
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much, caller. We truly appreciate that, you know. And there's this song that says, "Let it start with me." You know, we have to be that change, that positive change that we want to see, right? And all right, as we wind down tonight, here's the takeaway. Good customer service isn't just about being nice. It isn't. It's about respect, it's about connection, and it's about professionalism. It builds loyalty, it earns trust, and keeps people coming back. On the flip side, which is poor service, that can turn a loyal customer into a last one real quick.
That's right.
And tonight, on that note, I want to say a big thank you to my panelists, 2 lovely ladies, right?
I love your customer service.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm so thankful for the hibiscus tea.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love your words. Lovely. All of that.
Oh, yeah. You were awesome. You ladies were awesome. And we want to thank all those who tuned in and shared. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Michael. You know, we want to thank you for listening to our brand new program, Flash Talk, the Uncut Edition, where we keep it honest, raw, and real. Until next time, stay bold, stay vocal, and remember, your experiences matter. Have yourself a wonderful night. Welcome to Flash Talks, the Uncut Edition. Just say it how you feel it.
This is where vibes meet voice, jokes meet truth, and we talk the things.
Tonight, nothing is off limits. There's culture, relationships, mental health, Cayman life, we're touching it all. It's raw, it's real, and it's about time. We are not here to play safe. We are here to talk what's on everybody's mind.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
Real people, real voices, real conversations. That's what Fresh Talk is about.
Big vibes, big topics, small island, but big conversations. Flashback. Let's get this started. Talk up the things and not straight up